I'm very cautious about Amazon making a live action adaptation of the God of War games. Amazon is very inconsistent quality. For every Fallout and for every Invincible, they make stuff like Rings of Power, and they also ruin initially good stuff like The Boys. God of War has 5 games worth of source material to tell. The Greek saga and the Norse saga. And the thing is, like, you could argue the games don't really need a adaptation retelling the same story because the games are already cinematic, especially the 2018 and Ragnarok games. And you can't get better than Christopher Judge as Kratos. Now, not to say that it's impossible to do a God of War series, but do we really need the same story told about Kratos? Also, the fact that the director for this upcoming series literally has said he tried to play the games, but he quit because he quote himself saying he's not a gamer.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a bad sign right there. Amazon and this guy stating that somebody stating that they are not a gamer and they couldn't invest themselves in the game is just red flags all around. Now, you could argue, well, maybe he doesn't necessarily need to play the games. He just needs to understand the source material. I mean, good point there, but the fact that he also stated that they're trying to appeal to an audience that doesn't feel comfortable playing video games.
Son of a bitch!
Are you fucking serious?
This is giving me Borderlands or a Minecraft movie type energy. Are you freaking serious? No. This is just I hate Hollywood so much. I hate these out-of-touch people so much. The fact that they want to appeal to an audience that doesn't play video games and doesn't care about the source material, care about the video game. I really hate this attitude by these clowns. Here's a bright idea. Instead of pointlessly retelling Kratos' story, why don't you do an animated series based on the God of War of Norse mythology Tyr? Why don't you follow his adventures of him visiting the different pantheons? It's been established in the God of War universe that Tyr has the ability to travel to the different worlds, okay? And it's established that each pantheon represents it's its own world. Each mythology, each religion is its own pocket universe in the God of War mythos. So why don't you follow Tyr's story? Follow him as a main character. Why don't we follow him as he goes to these different realms he went to, such as Greece, Japan, Aztec, these different places that he was alluded to going to. And also, why don't we also see some new pantheons, such as Christian, Chinese mythology. We could go to Native American. We could go to Roman mythology. Why can't we there's so many possibilities for a TV show like this. Each episode could dedicate to Tyr visiting a different land. Like, imagine scenarios like him going to Israel and, like, he accidentally runs into a few figures from Christianity. Like, for instance, like, I thought of this funny scenario where Tyr visits the Christian pantheon and he accidentally runs into Satan while Satan is trying to tempt Jesus Christ in the desert, and he accidentally runs into Satan. He's like intervening while he's trying to tempt Jesus, and it's like he gets on his nerves. It'd be kind of a funny joke or something. Or I thought of another thing where like Tyr goes to Japanese mythology and he meets the Monkey King, and Monkey King trains him in Japanese martial arts using Japanese type weapons like we see in the Ragnarok game where Tyr has obtained Japanese samurai swords. We could even see Tyr go to a world based on like Arthurian legend, and he finds the sword in the stone and he tries to lift it up, but of course only King Arthur is destined to be able to lift the sword. So Tyr, despite being a Norse god, can't lift the sword because each pantheon like has its own rules, and an outsider like Tyr can't do it. Only the single person from Arthurian legend can be able to lift the sword, which is of course King Arthur. Like, there's so many possibilities. Just retelling Kratos' story is just lazy. What I just mentioned of a better idea for a God of War based TV show is much more creative than just retelling the game series. Okay? Just not everything needs an adaptation, and even if you do, you need to put people in charge who actually understand the source material. And people like this guy from Amazon clearly are not suitable for the role. But anyway, what do you guys think of this video? Please like, comment, share the video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.